Hey, this is Kenny with Keller Williams Realty. Hope everybody's having a great week. Thanks for checking me out. This week, I want to jump right into it and talk a little bit about some of the victims of the market shift, and namely those big time power buyers, as they're called. Those corporate buyers that may have overreached in that hot market. And I was reading an interesting article on Wall Street Journal, just telling a little bit about it. What was the name of the article? Home buying companies stuck with hundreds of homes as demand shift. One of the big ones was Ribbon. So a little bit about their business. So you might have seen their commercials and stuff like that. So they were a company that would help you be a cash offer. So if you were in the market at all in the last couple of years, cash offers have been the name of the game. Being able to be competitive, um, and uh, win the contract for a home, with there being so many offers, and people going above asking price and all that stuff. So the cash offers were the name of the game. So if you were just a regular person, you may not have had cash. So a company like Ribbon had an idea. They would make you into a cash buyer. They would put up the cash, buy the house cash, and then they would sell it back to you when you got your mortgage, and then they would charge you a fee for it. Um, but what ended up happening is when the interest rates went up to over 7%, people got into the deals, and then they got to where they couldn't afford the house, or they wouldn't qualify for a mortgage, or whatever the case may be. They backed out of the deal for whatever reason. And so Ribbon found themselves, buying the house because they basically fronted it. They basically bought it and was going to sell it back and make the fee or whatever, but they got stuck with like 400 houses. So they cut out their cash buying program, and so now I guess they got to sell all these houses. So that just tells you, like, there's really not as much of a need for being a cash buyer right now. Um, Homes, I just did a Facebook post tonight. Homes are over 60 days on the market in Henry Clayton County. You don't need to try to win the offer in one day and all that. Now it depends on the property, obviously. The most desirable ones are still, you know what I'm saying, going to be more competitive. But people with regular mortgages are able to get in, and homes are sitting much longer. So these companies that are cash buying are a little bit less of a factor. And so another one, Orchard, had another not the same business model, but where they kind of put their self out there, where they would allow you to buy a home first, and then you could sell your home later, and if you didn't sell your home in 4 months, they would buy your house. Now, just like I just said, in Henry Clayton County, the average days on the market is 60 days. Um, but, some homes take longer. That's just the average. So, Orchard ended up having to buy a bunch of homes, and that's just here, in these specific counties. It may be, longer in different areas. So, Orchard ended up having to buy like 200 homes. And what happened to them? So yeah, they gotta sell all those homes. And a lot of people know about Open Door. What happened to them? They kind of overreached, buying everybody's home, and they bought so many homes to where they had to. And this is something that I talked about back in the day. Zillow too. Um, they're known for cutting prices on their houses. When they buy, they don't want to hold it, they want to get rid of it, so they'll cut their prices. So they had to you know cut their prices to get rid of that stuff as quickly as possible. They cut their workforce too. They took big losses last year. So, like, the market's changing. So it's turning much more into a buyer's market. So if you are a buyer, um, get your agent to search for some of these homes, these open door, these Zillow, these ribbon homes, these orchard homes, all this kind of stuff. You can search for them and see those price drops, and most likely going to see a motivated seller on some of these homes that you might want to buy. So that's just how the market's kind of turned on its head. um, but anyways, I thought that was pretty interesting. Like I said, thanks for checking me out and have a great evening.